Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Ruggers Corner, or the podcast where your Jamaican drama, Jamaican news, and anything rugby league related. Your hosts, Rajiv Harton and Xavier the Duck.
Sir,
You know, been quite quiet from certain people. I imagine we would have gotten some DMs, but I guess everybody has taken a slice of humble pie. Um, I guess because everything is dried up, seen as, in our grand final has just concluded. So not much to really talk about. But, we can delve into the past of one of the foundations, grandfathers or father of rugby league in Jamaica and alongside JDF and Sharks. We can say that they started the trend of the whole domination thing because Sharks had a very rough time of it in the early 2000s trying to beat this team. So, team we are mentioning, I'm going to speak about that length is the Vauxhall Vultures.
yeah,
Um, I know a lot of people probably don't know what we're talking about. Enough of the Wayans and the younglings probably
Banter
will say,
Wines.
yo, what you want me to say?
Mhm.
Truth be told, I mean, it wasn't until about 20 around COVID time that I even knew what a Vauxhall Vultures was. Yes, I know the analyst himself. And not like watching them play Sharks was a breath of fresh air because just seeing Sharks struggle was just something of a chef's kiss for me because I grew up playing against Sharks and Sharks was the team to beat. So if you know, say, yo, them when I get for them beaten was, you know, was a breath of fresh air. But, I know Reggie personally would have played against Vauxhall. So, he has
Yeah,
first hand on the inside of how good this team was. So, Mr. Harden, tell us.
Vauxhall was a team to be reckoned with, But in league and union, they were we have the likes of Monkey Man, Dunga, um, them name,
Sandino and Jackie and them Monday.
them Monday, and them, I tell you, them Monday, when them in a them prime brother
Problem.
problem. I mean, and it's not like it's a set of man where you say, oh, them just use strength and win game. The man them no rough,
Clinical.
clinical, passing, tackling, line breaks. The man them step in, the man them just clinical. And the man them was a team to reckon with, man. Because me remember when we didn't play them in a union finals over UE.
Mm.
It was two teams ending good because nobody couldn't break the line then. But they said, Dunga, brother. Dunga, the man have a foot pan him, brother. Every penalty the man get, conversion, and him nah miss. And after them win the game, the man didn't have strength. The man could have tackle, he could have step, he could have kick. The man was just an all round player. One in my opinion, he one of the most complete players ever out of Jamaica. In my opinion. The only thing more I say wrong with him is that he never anger issue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
I was just about to get to that. So during my time, cause everybody knows, I do video editing, right? So I was editing through, and I won't speak of what happened in the 2011 grand final because no, that got dark real quick. And I think Rajiv know exactly what I'm talking about. But you know, Vauxhall man, they used to just play with this aggression where the man them just a come at you and you just want to say, yo, where do them money in a life? You talk about
And,
Moincho
yeah,
when him young, Roach when him young, Eric when him young, Lynch when him young. No Lynch from Senkachi. You talk about
I
Neville
think
Lynch.
everybody know which Lynch you're talking about.
Lax. See me? The man them went just violent in a good way because
Yeah,
when the man them play and then everybody can pass all the proper them say I think some 30 meters further. I'm like,
yep.
yo, what is this?
Yep.
You get me? And to know say yo, the man them I mean actually most of the man them move overseas. You know, some of the man them gone with their family and things. So the club basically did get defunct. You know, most of these players are now at hyenas, Rochi, um Andrew and Eric.
Yeah.
What would that be? I think the last three active. Oh, Virgo used to play for hyenas. Lo and behold, no people would know that. Virgo did one of them man they were just in it maga basically. Never as big as what you want to see, no.
I say, man, well, I don't like the Maga. But yeah, Vauxhall was a really, really, really good team, a strong team at that. But I said most of the players them migrate and life take over. And if you look into it, most of the teams them will come up. The Vauxhalls, the Olympic Angels, the the Mona Titans, the Vikings, the GC Foster Angels. These were all good teams, like really good teams. But
Why?
I think the retaining players and most of the players are migrating kind of up these teams. What would I say?
Alright.
Then
Yes, yes, if
then
you Vauxhall, most of them. Alright, I mean, the program was kind of dying out in a sense, because most of the guys were getting up in age. Some of them were playing
yeah,
overseas and stuff. But
sorry,
it's because I played for GC, I can state personally as to why GC basically just died out. So anybody who knows GC knows that GC is a team where of all the talent in the world, but the mentality was never always there. You can play with anybody for day, but the mentality to see through that talent was never there. And the man them used to have this thing where, oh, one and two man go chip in with funds. Bro, we not have no sponsors or nothing like that. Every man have to pull them weight. So
yep,
when we not get registered now and we are get fined by NCC for not showing up to matches. I mean, you see it yourself in a intercal when you play in a 2020. We could have barely feel a peak. We could have barely find 13 man, let alone 8, right? So it was all a mentality thing why GC no longer exists. I personally, if it's possible for GC to come back, I would love that. But I don't see that happening. Because really and truly, it don't make no sense now. Now
yeah.
we're
But that
the sport is.
brings me back to the same point I mentioned. I say, not even apart from Angels, right? Where they said the old
Mm-hmm.
mentality. Retaining players is a big issue for most of the clubs then, right? Because right now Spanish Vikings stuck in a rebuilding phase from our 2012, I think, when we got finals with Vauxhall again up a red stripe. I think about 2012, 2011. From that we're stuck in a rebuilding phase because most of the players them left. They migrated overseas and we never have a feeding program. As I said, we never have sponsors. So majority of the money I come out of most of the senior man them pocket. That them two situation there and we never develop the players as me say. I'm stuck in our rebuilding phase right now and this happened to most of the players them. This happened to Titans as well. As Titans stuck in our rebuilding phase there too. So
But
it
it's
trickles down back
different.
to everything. And it to Vauxhall, I say most of the players them migrate. Them never have a good feeding program. They train new younger talents come up. No grassroots program. And the club dwindled down to nothing. And now it them just the name just etching a history as one of the best team them about NCZ and Union. It just start with us. We need a structure um program. Well, most clubs need a structured program. Like look on Sharks. Sharks have a really good structured program.
Yeah, but
Them,
that comes with building a culture of players who know what they're wanting to achieve and what they are set about. Because let me tell you, alright, let me tell you my biggest issue with players in and around. And this has not even anything to do with this the current generation matter from even from our generation actually. Because we see teams like even Mona Titans was at the top of union when every seventh Mona wins seventh competition. Everybody I try to run with Titans and try to say, yo, you can't bother with this. That mentality don't make no sense because when there is no competition now, you are the same when I will start complaining, say, yo, this too easy and this and that and all this nonsense. Cool. No, hey, as bad as GC Lions slash Angels was, nobody cannot dispute the fact that when GC was there was active competition. Because you know, say, so once GC play, some foolishness are going to keep up.
yep. Cause when GC, remember GC, now you have the likes of Baker, Sub Zero, Scott, um, Rubber, Greening, Nashi, you, what my boy the name?
Bull.
Dario, all of them man, they get me? Never like some man them man they are play. And if you look at it now, most of these players are still a player. Them are different clubs.
Yeah,
Cause the Angels never had a good structure. And I said the mentality and the mindset of some of the players them back then play a part in not having the club progress to where it should have been. Right now, GC Angels should have been one night top team them with a whole lot of history. We're still a
brother,
player right now.
GC should have never been where it is right now. As a matter of fact, I will say this much. And maybe somebody go take me on it. But the only reason why Grinning is at Sharks is just because GC no longer exists. I guarantee you, if GC had the mentality what Sharks have, the structure that Sharks have, and the willingness what Sharks have, Sharks would have never said Grinning. And I guarantee you that some of them grand final they would have win recently would not have been possible. Because a big part of it was because Grinning was there. Anybody want to check me on that, that's fine. But that is just my opinion. That is the type of player that Green was. Yeah, GC has been GC is right. Everybody knows. Anytime nothing no go away, man them start cuss for no reason. Referee start all the bird them in the sky, the man them start cuss. Seeing? But one thing nobody cares about GC. When we are play Sharks, we alright, let me say this. GC is one of those teams that make Sharks honest. Yeah, I can say Sharks beat them enough time badly too. I'll never forget that that 60 and in our grand final we get the man them score try for fun. But you everybody did entertain.
Yep,
So if it just comes and take it with a laugh and just say, yo, just one of them things there. Zine?
true, true, but as we said, the same thing I'm doing to Vauxhall, the players that migrate and players they are playing up every different club. If you look on it, and the same thing I'm to Bulls. Right now, Bulls, Bulls is in a rebuilding stage. And this not
Yeah,
have nothing
but
to do with this have nothing to do with disagreement with whatever. Right? The players them decide say yo, them are gonna move to a different club and again it come down back to the program, the culture what them build on the players and the mindset of the players. You get me?
yeah, but Bulls is kind of an anomaly because can you really say the culture was that bad? Because really and truly, you go to back grand finals and then you just throw in the towel. I mean, maybe I am just looking at it from one spectrum, but I don't see how you can push Sharks in a second grand final to the absolute limit. And then they say, yo, I hate that. Right now, I can say Bulls, yes, they are rebuilding, but I see the potential of where they will be fine. Because as much as most of these young brother, let me tell you something. You say most of being what Bulls are getting now, it now go continue.
Yeah, but we said this already. We say it already.
Because
The younger players on them have.
Tariq is 20 and Tariq are a monster. Shamar Walker, monster. If you see Carl when he comes and stop, run off his mouth half of the time when he's up on the field and just playing rugby. Then Drummond's still have time for develop. Drummond's are young. Then Timari Johnson. Even Tom Michael, although Tom Michael and all that. But anyways,
Man, I develop. Leave the man alone.
man, me this you. Me this you. Anyways, Alex Chung, brother, how long Chung has been? Brother Chung has been a veteran and Chung is 25 years.
True, because
Chung,
that man that
Chung been
play
a
for
play
high
football from 14.
I think the man that play rugby for high school from must be grade 7.
From man there
From
Calabar.
Calabar,
Man
from
there
grade 7.
man in a Bulls.
Yeah.
Then, so Chung live reach 25 years. And the man, veteran. Then, so there are players for Bulls. It will be fine. You know, you don't have to run jump ship, gone and no other club. And speaking on structure and developing grassroots. I was watching the Hyenas versus Dragons game, and two players caught my eye. Three players actually.
Mm.
Little high school youth player work up for them on center and on winger. Rajiv, me tell you say yo, raw untapped potential. Raw, you see if a man them just have somebody to guide them on the right path, monsters.
Yeah, but as I said, and it go back to what I say again, them need a good program, right? Without that, without the right coaching, without the right program, you got bleed players are go on develop and them are gonna say, oh, you know that team there, we can reach further than that team there, or we can reach the next level than that team there. And them are go to that team there. So you need a good program for sure the man them say, yo, you can stay and develop to the full potential and we win trophies, win championship. I will move on. But if that not happen, you always a go bleed place. You always a go place that go somewhere else. And it need to change, it need to fix sponsors, decent management, decent coach. I mean not talk about coach, I go tell you, oh, what you do? And cause I back about that fire, you get me and say, me talk about coach, I go sit down and talk to you and say, yo, you need to do this, you need to do that. I'm there something. Let's go try. Say me go always go try. You say we can't pass my elephant. The man not tell you go run out the push up, you know. And the man not do. When I sit on one side, man. Go and pass my share right technique and say you go and pass. Till ready for you. And you go over there and do probably 1,000 pass until they get you right. You get me? I say this thing where you not when the players them now get the right thing, you go show it and say, yo, go run. Go to 50 push up. That now work. That now work. And are them things that we need to change. We need to show the players them the right things and ensure them not the right things. Because if we sit down and do 50 pass wrong when they go in a match, wrong pass you go do. You get me? I say so the teams need better programs and them need a structure where them can work with. And if that not change, you have to continue lose teams where for in the competition and for stay in a competition. You get me? I say?
Sure. Can't agree on it. I can agree on. So that's a rough basis of different clubs and what we would want to see better. Maybe, hopefully, people will hear our words on this. Um, but yeah, Vauxhall, I personally just want to keep them history alive. I know a lot of people probably know them history, but it needs to be spoken about. I think even if you understand say rugby league never just develop from a World Cup that Jamaica went to. No, it has been for a while. It has been a struggle, and Boxer was one of those teams who made it possible to
It's
be
very
where we
possible.
are right now.
Hopefully we can see a return. Hopefully. I don't know.
Hopefully we can see a team who embody those values and just say, man, straight violence. um, but speaking of violence, hey, in our grand final, talk the talk, but you can't walk the walk.
Brother, might very go find your BJ.
You think I care zero? Make him continue drink.
2 year in a row. Jaja.
At
At
least he
least,
make a grand final.
at
He,
least
he
we
make
know,
a grand
at least we
final.
know, but at least we know my team never gonna make, so we never have
No,
no
no,
hard
no.
team.
Show and this. You can be proud of your Colonel Ashanti. You don't despise the team like a poison. They play good and never fault like one time. But for me team, boy, you see them a post up there idea post what about it's been a good season. You just see me aside everything. I just say, okay, you know say so. But
In our grand
you know,
finals. Watch some of my highlights and
right about now, put respect for Reese name. Yeah man, it's a loud man like Lowndes. Yeah man, this goes out to you because every minute you find the man name in the news they come and go talk about man a pretty boy fly. See there?
say man a
Like
pretty boy
13
flying.
brother. But him can play though. Put
Me
respect for the
never
man
saying
name.
me never saying can't play, but a pretty boy flying.
Yes,
I
put
Fox,
respect for the man.
he want that trouble the man get it. A pretty boy flying. Him can play,
Oi,
yes.
oi, oi. As far as me concerned, until I hear force with occasional bodily harm or some barbecue foolishness, I don't want to hear no reach word slander on this podcast from today going forward.
I tell you this something else, but anyways.
Man, with a man, boy, yeah, man. But yes, yes, man, I really have no love for either Broncos or Storm. But here's my problem after the whole grand final finish, right? Australian commentators are going to try to make people believe, say, yo, man, the players are not loyal to the badge and this and that and blah, 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 who, blah, who, blah. Whether if a man don't want to play for your country where you go to ball, I'm sure there's a,
Exactly.
I'm sure there's players who can see there. They literally name a 25-man squad to go play England, right? So what is this big deal with players wanting to represent them home? You know, say honestly, that is one of the most distasteful things in a rugby and rugby league overall. These countries feel like say, yo, players should just give them life to them. And then as soon as the new shiny tie come about, oh, we no longer need a service. Oh, you can go and play for your little PNG and Samoa now. We don't need you anymore. Dirty
Yeah,
style need
I
to
don't,
come to
I
us.
don't know this I don't know it
Yeah,
But the thing
no,
is,
no.
the players them know understand the situation. I say, watch you know, we are gonna play for our country because we know say at the end of the day, once we get what we want out of it, and we are not used to no more and that's where so guess what? We are gonna put the time and energy in our country where we come from. And if we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. But we are gonna do it with pride and do it for country we love. The man them now got the man them now that show them time to Australia no more. The man them a go back to them roots and me can't blame them. Me can't blame them.
And then there's this is a narrative that always come up in an origin. Oh, if you play origin, you must represent Australia. Brother, that is one of the dumbest takes I have ever heard, and it don't make no sense.
No
Because
sense.
right now, half of them squad will forever be made of Aboriginal or some Kiwi blood or some form of blood from that continent. It don't make no sense. Them can talk, oh, them this and that. Them players need to represent. As a matter of fact, I will go so far to say this. Let's see if you're born in England and you're playing in NRL for a couple of years, you deserve the right to play in Origin. And I don't care who want mix.
Yeah,
Because
I agree with you.
them make it look like say yo, Origin is this gold standard for art. Say you play Origin, right? And you have the best series, 3 match in a row. You still not like to get called up because you're in a NRT no good.
Pass.
So, alright, take Kalen Ponga for example. Dean, them a go talk about oh Kalen Ponga not care about Australia. The man no born a the man born a the man born a New Zealand.
Exactly my point. The
The,
man
yo,
played.
the fact that yo, he has played for Queensland is a crime in of itself. But I allowed it because they like seeing him play. But now, when the man have an entire team to put for a film shoulder now, then he have that stress to deal with. He have a stress with Uno can talk about oh if he go to this origin and this out whether or not he go make himself eligible. But I would have cut to. But I say yo until Newcastle win a title, I don't think I'm very interested. We have James Tedesco, we have Reese
When they
Walsh.
win title, the man not supposed to go back. I'm not blame him none at all. I'm not blame none of the players that refuse to play for them.
Brother, this elitism thing that Australia, New Zealand, and England to an extent need to stop because you can't the sport for IG talk about oh the game is bigger than one player and this and that. And this are the crap of legends all of them people are scored. You know make no sense.
None whatsoever. And them now go see that way there. Because guess what?
You know how to see that.
At the end of the day, them just go want things for them way. So no matter what you say or what you do, them just now go on change. And again, we don't blame the man them for want play for them country. And don't play for them. And it is what it is. Then can tell the man and say they can't play in Argent all them more.
Good, good.
Who
You're
want
saying
to play
Argent
Argent?
you
Eh?
see when urgent viewership gone down, then go have was oh you can't come back and more the man
And
said
man say
boo.
no. Simple. No. No. Simple as that. Make them feel it. Make them feel it. But it is what it is. Am I right? Them soon say why problem.
Every year I see him foolishness. Every god almighty year. But yeah, I mean, I don't think anything else we need to cover. I know the Pacific championship teams have been selected, but say the people who play for New Zealand Warriors team go play out there in New Zealand go make the cuss. But aside from that, it's going to be a good few games.
Believe females international game will come up. I
One set date come up with.
think you see them. No, I'm not telling like on them. Let me look and tell them. But I know I see something about you over there. Oh no, sorry. The 25th of October. Um,
Okay.
yeah, 1 p.m. But this and then you have the 1st of November. So yeah, we are look out for that. And them a play England Community Alliance on the 25th. So look out for that. It's supposed to be a good game. Hopefully we can get some footage or them stream the game so we can watch it. Hopefully.
Hopefully it's not behind some paywall business.
Eh? Well, we'll see. We'll see. If it is, we see it go. But apart from that, oh, St. Catherine U19 team.
Yes, they won the
Congrats
carnival.
on the NCC U19 competition. They won that. So St. Catherine is on a roll. They are on a roll. Under
so
19
that
and senior men's. Only
so
thing
so
leave are
so
females. If any have one
so
team.
so that league leader shield NCC and under
Mm-hmm.
19.
Yep.
So I guess all that's left now for them win Division Two again, and
Again.
we can see there in the same stratosphere as Sharks. Eh?
Yes and no. Yes and if that be
But I
next
mean,
year.
but I mean in terms of legacy, we just mean in terms of the quadruple.
Oh
Cause
yeah, then
Sharks are,
yeah. Then yeah.
cause Sharks are the
But
only team I think that has done that in within this decade or so.
yeah, then if if I talk about it, sure. But
No,
see
brother, Saint Catherine is probably have Saint Catherine have no legacy yet. Saint Catherine just come out.
them start them legacy. Them start off good.
Yeah,
Them start
yeah,
off
then,
really good. So as I
yeah,
might say,
hey,
let's see if they keep it up for next season and
me,
continue it.
I am just tempering because I don't want no man go feel like so you man try disrespect them. I'm just saying.
And not disrespect. Yo, listen to me. Fox can't be disrespectful.
Listen,
Fox cannot be
that's all I go.
disrespectful, brother.
That's all I go. Sir, do you ever, sir, so sometimes I think people forget where we are coming from our
No,
base
listen now,
podcast.
listen now. We weren't
Yeah,
disrespectful, you know.
yeah,
People take it that way.
yeah.
But we weren't disrespectful. And if they want to get this that way, then for them problem that have to do with me. But I the truth, yeah, as I said, the man himself have on a good foot. Three competition, well, three title in a 1 year when them just start, which is good. But if they can keep the structure and keep the players, or them retain the players that them have now, them probably can do it next year again. But let's wait and see. But all in all, a good run for them so far. Good season. Again, congrats to them United team. And I love to see them start a female team now. Hopefully, them can do that. You have Grant, you have Inflow, you have Catherine. Them have only a team, but they can feed them females from. So
Yeah,
let's see.
but
Jose.
the,
So let's see.
yeah, but let's say about that a bit. I mean, not that I wouldn't want to see it, but I think we both know why we're not gonna see it. We talk more off the air about that.
But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, congrats to them. Congrats to them. Really good look, really good look. See,
But if I have any final thoughts, Brent Bristol,
you know what? You know what? I'm about
brother,
this.
yo, all I will say, I understand, but the man wrong.
Hey, the man more than wrong. Me not say no more, the man more than wrong.
Yo,
More than
brother,
wrong.
we live in our world where Aaron Yeager have more correction than yo.
No people not gonna know we are talking about it, but anyways.
No man, them if we go make them go see that, them will say, Anakin Skywalker reborn. But anyways, bless up people for the love, the support.
Hey, what kind of Hitler sign that you do, man, you know?
Man, no bother with that. Bother with that. No bother with that. No bother with that. Nah. Anyway, you make this get take down. That's how you cause it.
Well, you are it, you are it. So you
Brother,
are here for.
sir, that was not my intention. Man, all you could go for here. That's why I make the man a crash out. So.
Yes.
That's why I make the man a crash out. So.
Me not
Man
make
have no
nobody crash
reason.
out.
Oh,
It is.
man have hit the reset button. Man say, yo, what you do? G. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, God, you.
anyways. With that said, thank you guys for the support again. We the subs them are go up, so we like that. Keep it going, keep it going. I like that. Um Remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel. My phone now watch it the video that man not subscribe. Me not like that. But yeah. But yeah, thanks again. Thank you for joining this another episode of Brothers Corner.
Remember, people, if you have a problem in life, please talk with your loved ones. Don't be like Shehan. No,
Crash
can't
out.
have that.
Crash out.
No,
There's dark of the
absolutely
place. Dark
not.
of the place.
Yeah, with that said, yeah, please, everyone have a wonderful and safe week. Don't follow Reggie. Do not laugh at the face. We have DFS bill to pay.
We see you guys next week on another episode of Brothers Corner.